Hello. I wanted to go over November's numbers and see how we did. And remember, when I go and provide this information for you, it's for your thought process. You can have a conversation with just about anybody, and you could tell them the market's maybe not quite as bad as they thought it might be. Let's check it out. I have something new and exciting though for you to begin with. I have been listening to your requests, and there is a little timeline that is below this, and you can pick. Say you only have 2 minutes to listen to what you want to know about the market in November. You can pick what part you want to know about. Isn't that cool? So keep those suggestions coming. I love them. So let's see how it works out. Okay, let me know. So median sales price, we went up a little bit. My thought is it's because interest rates, of course, they've kind of leveled out. They haven't got much worse, although in the month of December, they're talking about another rate increase. And we're just kind of hanging in there. Sellers aren't quite sure if they want to sell their home right now. So median sales price went up to $551. Sales price by month, this is 13 months back. We did have that lull when it was when they were going nuts. They, being the Federal Reserve, was going nuts and saying 0.75% hike. And you can remember back in September, everybody kind of stopped. The world of real estate kind of paused for a moment. There still are buyers and sellers out there that are looking to buy and sell homes. So price it right, as you'll see in these next couple slides. You've got it. This is a new slide, as you can tell. We've gone back 10 years, and it's the last quarter of each of those 10 years. So sales price, you can see right now we're at 551 median sales price. Let's see what December writes, but you can see the past 2 years, we've kind of gone up and down. 2020 was the year that things started starting to dress up, and I'm praying that we won't get as low as we were in 18 and 19. More of our sellers are listening to our suggestions, and they're pricing their homes at a good price, a price that will sell. So we're seeing less of a percentage of adjustments, price drops. That's good news. Median days to contract is taking a while now. You can remember in February and March of this year, I was saying, let me put the sign in and then let me go check my emails to make sure we don't have an offer already. Not so much the case. So it's now about 48 days. Probably it could be in different neighborhoods a little bit more. It could be a little bit less. Average day to contract by the sales price. So the sales price, you can see 37 days to contract in the $500,000, 58 days to contract from the 600 to 750. Quite interesting. Our highest is, of course, the 90 days at 1 million to 1.499. Sales, new listings, and inventory graph. This is 4 months looking at November back to August. We saw a lot of inventory in August, and now that has just kind of bubbled down just a little bit. But you can see the number of new listings. We've only had 285 homes go on the market in the month of November. I kind of count November as having 3 weeks. A lot of people go and turn off or take that week of Thanksgiving off. So let's see what happens next month for this month, December. Number of new listings, another graph. This is going back 10 years. For November, each month in the gray, we can see that we're pretty low on each one of those number of new listings coming on. 258, that's not a whole bunch of homes coming on the market. And remember, the areas that we're looking at right now, hyper local, would be from Cold Springs down to Washoe Lake. So We're just looking at that valley. New contracts by month, we're down to 323 back in 21. In October of 21, we had 620 contracts. Just a little different of a market now. Pending sales, 10 years back, we're still dropping. We're the lowest, of course, that it has been in the past 10 years, unfortunately. Closed sales, same holds true. I'm a little apprehensive of what's October going to bring, to be honest with you. Active inventory by price range. This kind of gives you an idea. October is the gray and November is, of course, the red. So in the 500,000, we're looking at 186 homes in the market, and in the 500,000 to 600, 600 to 750, we have 197 homes. The rest equals out that 258. Months of inventory, we have 3 months of inventory. Balanced market, you hear me say this every now and again, balanced market is about 5 to 7 months of inventory. So we are still considered a seller's market. By price range, the months of inventory, you can kind of get an idea. 500,000 is a little over 2 months of inventory. 6 to 750 is a little bit more than 3 months of inventory. 1.5 and over, we have 6 months plus of inventory. I have conversations with a lot of you, and clients ask me, what if we were to drop 25%? What would that look like? What price range would we be? What would I compare it to? What if the market were to drop 10%? What would we look at as far as what it would compare to what we've just gone through? So what we've done is create this graph. If you ask me, Caroline, I think prices are going to drop about 10%. What time of the past couple of years would we be looking at? I would tell you April of just last year. It was about 10%. If it were 25%, we'd have to go a little bit further back in our timeline to June of 2020. That would be the price range that we were buying things at in June if we had a drop of 25% on our prices today. I don't think that's going to happen. This is Caroline talking. Let's go right into the market statistics. We're going to look at Reno first. This is year over year. Median sales price went up just a little bit for the Reno area to $569. Active inventory, we have 728 homes. If you want to know if you live right between Reno and Sparks, are you Reno or are you Sparks? Let me know. I can show you what I'm looking at, okay? And then median days to contract year over year has doubled to 51 days before they get an accepted offer in comparison to what it was last year. Over in Sparks, our median sales price went up about 0.7% or 503,500 year over year. Days to contract were 39 days. They're selling homes a little bit quicker. Prices are a little bit lower over in Sparks. Active inventory, we only have 296 homes on the market. If you drive out to Fernley, about a half-hour drive from the middle of Reno out to Fernley, year over year, last year in comparison, our median sales price is 370 out in Fernley. Days to contract is taking about 62 days, and active inventory, properties on the market are 151. Drive down to our capital, Carson City. Median sales price is down to 470, and median days to contract is up to 39 days from last year. It's 116% in comparison to last year's number of days to contract. Active inventory down in Carson City, 128 homes. Further south on 395 is Gardnerville and Minden. Median sales price has dropped just a little bit, a little less than 5% to 580. And days to contract is 41 days now. Active inventory, 158 homes in in the Minden, Gardnerville area. I know this is a lot of information and some of it's not really make you want to sing or make you want to buy a house, but there are people out there that are making moves still. They still want to get into a home. They've taken a transfer and they need to sell their home. There's several things that could be happening in your family dynamics. Let's get together and we can talk about those and see how I might be able to help you and your family. Have a wonderful holiday season. I will see you next year. Thank you.